What happened?
The little ticker. There we go. So this is going to be where we're introing into Tupac, Dear Mama. Our potential walk-up song. We haven't figured a walk-up song out yet, but it's going to be coming, so suggestions are possible. So this is episode 3 of 2 Steps Back, and I'm searching on this the Beast, this UFC fighter. He's got one of the best Instagrammable accounts out there.
Okay.
He's good for comedy. He's good for a little bit of commentary on culture. And this is a video I wanted us to watch to really start off today.
Let's see what you're showing us today right here.
You need to watch this one twice to really get what happens. So this guy got this riding up. He sees these 2 cars. He's putting up his hands as if like, hey, you're gonna run into me. Oh my gosh. People seriously need to start taking a little bit more ownership in their own health.
So wait, so you think the bicyclist was the issue there? You don't think the car was the issue?
If you actually go back to this clip, there is a stop sign for the bicyclist. So this guy riding a bike, there's a stop sign right here.
Okay, good point. But it's still a crosswalk.
The stop sign might be for the sidewalk and not the road.
It is.
But this guy on the bike is the only person that even has the ability to change the outcome of this based on what we're watching.
I mean, he put his hands down once he knew he was out.
It's just one of those things I've seen so many times driving in LA where pedestrians prove a point.
Oh, yeah.
So they'll just walk across the sidewalk and they'll be like, look at me, everybody's got to stop, green light. What if cars start proving the point?
What if cars? No, there is a sense of entitlement there. I'm going to throw my hands up because I know you're not going to hit me. Oh, well, you're going to find out. Because you're not even giving them an opportunity to stop, even if they wanted to.
He's going to put himself
literally just full throttle.
Mm-hmm.
What happens.
I mean, I completely disagree with you. This is...
You're full of it.
This is fully
He's only saying
in the
that 'cause
wrong.
we don't know if he survived.
Fully in the wrong is the driver. Because if you have a 2-ton car, right, you don't need to be looking on Instagram. You don't need to be texting. This guy was not looking at the road. Because if he was looking at the road, he would have seen a biker.
Yeah.
I have to disagree.
He should lose his license.
I have to disagree. Look at how quick it happens. In what? A second? If they're looking straight ahead, 2 bikes have already crossed. At the speed that they're going, do you have a moment to look far left from the actual sidewalk? Look at how close they are.
He's carrying some
That
good
doesn't look
speed.
like irresponsible
I
driving.
love the hands up. I love the hands up.
I just cannot believe you guys are blaming the victim right now.
I just love what's going through his head. He's like, fuck you. And then he's like, oh, fuck me.
Exactly.
Boom.
Yeah, it's a sad day in society
It is.
when we see cars running over pedestrians. I blame Instagram.
This
This
is what
is-
we call the opposite of victim blaming. This is going to be victim accountability. Take ownership.
'Cause
I say that with love.
I
and
mean-
in hopes that he's okay, he or she, but where's the accountability there?
that I see where you're coming from. Because to a certain extent, putting your hands up when you're going through the intersection, like he did. I mean, he's making it really hard to defend him right now.
If we're going into the new world of electric cars or self-driving, not electric, but self-driving cars,
Autopilot.
we are going to start having to think of cars as trains.
Facts.
People think that our roads, cars are going to just have more sensors, so they're going to be able to know when to stop. No, our roads are going to have to change for self-driving cars, which is crosswalks don't exist anymore. These little stencils in the road telling you that you're safe and expecting them to keep you alive, it's going to go away.
It is. And I think, too, truly, all jokes aside, if you are the only person in a situation that can ensure your safety, do that. Don't leave it up to chance. We can educate as much as we want, but if you are on a bike and you are biking towards a street and you see 2 cars, make a responsible decision. Maybe don't run the gamut on that.
Right.
That's just my take.
So I really do think that your perspectives, you and LJ's, is a Midwest mentality versus a West Coast mentality.
Fair enough.
In New York, you know you're going to get ran over, right?
I mean, in New York, bikers are running over cars too. So it's like it's a dog-eat-dog world out there. There's something about California, I think, that I do agree with you guys, where pedestrians, I think, have been given this thought or this idea that cars will always stop for them. Now, the law says the car should stop for you, but it doesn't guarantee that the cars will. And, as Jessica's bringing up, it is your responsibility to make sure that you don't put yourself in harm's way, even if you have the right of way.
Well, that's what sucks is so obviously, because of liability, because there's a crosswalk, most likely this car is going to be responsible for this person's medical bill.
Yeah.
Or the person could have not had a medical bill.
Exactly.
Where's going to the whole point of just stopping close and then kicking the car?
Yeah.
That's the old school way to do it. Now people are just going to start jumping in front of it like this. This is crazy.
You gotta save your life and then use the middle finger after.
Yeah.
You shouldn't use your two legs as the middle finger.
I mean, I don't think he was probably able to do a middle. This just happened. So
Yeah.
he's not going to be able to use both of his hands for weeks.
Did he survive though? He's
We
alive
actually don't
at
know
least.
Yeah,
Okay,
we
wow.
will follow.
We don't
up
really
and,
have the resources at Two Steps Back yet to be able to really
fact check.
check in.
to do investigative reporting.
So if
Now-
you know, let us know in the comments.
If Radler increases our sponsorship dollars that they hand out, maybe we can get into it.
Sure. Yeah.
So.
They have been doing okay for us, but they
Yeah.
could do more.
Yeah.
And we'd appreciate that.
Thanks for the laptop, Radler. It's nice.
So, Kamal, what are you thinking about this week?
I'm thinking about a lot of things. One of the things that we should discuss is the Kaepernick situation. Now, when that workout happened.